Hello, my name's Andrea McGee from Soulfire Power Yoga. Thank you for joining me for a 30-minute meditation. Go ahead and get your meditation seat set up. You'll want to have your hips a little higher than your knees and your feet. It just provides a little bit more comfort and allows you to sit up nice and tall. So you want to have a long spine, different than maybe sitting and letting your core relax and your shoulders collapse forward. Core pulled in and shoulders pulled back. And when you do that, when you set yourself up like that in your meditation seat, you also facilitate awareness in your physical body. It's easier for you to breathe, and you tend to have a lot more success with the meditation because you're not fidgeting to try and find that physical comfort. So you set up your meditation seat and take a big breath in through your nose and a breath out your mouth. Let's just clear out. Breathe in through your nose. Sigh out your mouth. And then move your breath in and out through your nose. It's a soft inhale and exhale. And feel your lower extremities from your hips down to your toes. Just feel the weight of your legs against the floor or against your seat. Wiggle your toes, just bring some awareness to your feet. With your eyes closed, can you just travel with your mind, like with your mind's eye, with your internal knowing, the length of your legs from each ankle to the knee joint and up to the hips. And notice the space across your hips. And that includes what you're actually sitting down on, like your physical body, what you're sitting on. Now there's that width there, hip bone to hip bone, and then the internal space as well. You're moving up through your body, the length of your torso into your ribs and across your chest. Maybe even pause here and notice or see if you can feel the beat of your heart in your chest. And take some length across your chest from one side to the other, shoulder to shoulder, across your collarbones. Pull them back and move up through your neck. And feel your breath move in. It comes in at the front of your head, into the center, and down through your body and back out again. then move up to your head. And just see what's here. Hear it, feel it. Mostly that's just coming from your thoughts, that hearing, that feeling. It all comes from our thoughts, what we produce. And quite often, just by acknowledging what the thoughts are, what they actually contain, makes it easier to just slow that down. There's a little less of them. The distractions don't seem quite so prevalent. Whatever your thoughts are, whatever the words are, put them to the back of your skull. Just clearing the container that is your head. And it's when you do that, those thoughts are still there. It's not an ignoring or a covering them up. It's giving them less attention right now so that you can put your attention on something else. And right now, you've emptied out the thoughts so that you can put in love. You say the word love to yourself. You spell the word to yourself. And then define it for yourself. And from that definition, how does love show up for you? How does love show up for you in your life? Whether you're giving it or receiving it. If any thoughts outside of love have crept in, acknowledge them. They are there, they are part of you, and put them to the back of your skull. Put them to the back of your space. And with love, put in grace. Put in grace as a word, as a concept, as an action, as a feeling. How does grace show up for you, and how do you show up with grace? Notice if anything else came up with grace, any distractions or rationalizations, perhaps something that has grabbed you or has a charge for you. It's something of value for you to explore. And if it's not something of value or something you need to explore, just bid it adieu, give it a farewell, acknowledge it with some gratitude. It came along to teach you something. And in doing so, you just clear your space to contain love and grace and add in joy. Add in joy as a value, as something that you deserve to have and you deserve to give. You deserve to be in this space of joy. How does it show up for you as a behavior? How does it make you feel? And how do you allow yourself to take it in so you can give it to others? Take a big breath in, a big breath in with love, a breath in with grace, a breath in with joy. Let them simmer and percolate with you. And in the space that you've created, add in forgiveness. Add in forgiveness, and however that word and concept shows up for you. Is there somewhere or someone that you can send forgiveness their way? A release of an emotion that might cause resistance to being in the state of forgiveness. And consider that the place it might be needed is right within you. Forgiveness for thoughts, for behaviors. If you find things start to swirl with the idea of forgiveness, just ground down into your physical body. And then once you've ground down into your physical body, you've given yourself the space for forward movement in the space of forgiveness. Take a big breath in, a slow exhale out, and put in your own word. Put in your own word, a word that can join love, grace, joy, and forgiveness. Put in your own word into the container, into your space. A word that could soften you, a word that as a concept, it has some meaning to you, and a word that as an action you can put out into your community, into your circle, into your life. And within your container, within your space, repeat all of these words as a mantra: love, grace, joy, forgiveness, and your own word. Love, grace, joy, forgiveness, your word. Love, grace, joy, forgiveness, your word. And continue to sit with your mantra, sit with the words and the feelings and sensations that they brought up in your body, in your mind, in your heart, and your soul. And if you notice any resistance to the words in your physical body or a distracting thought, sit with it with the intention of being in it to lessen its impact and actually see the cause or your role in it and the impact that it is having so you can return to a sense of wholeness and balance. On this breath in, say love, love, infuse your breath in with love. And on this breath in, it's grace. On this breath in, it's joy, forgiveness, and insert your own word. And with these words, at any time throughout your day or the next few days this week, you can rest all of your thoughts so that you can streamline these words and what your purpose is right at that time. It gives you something to work with at any time. Acknowledge and appreciate all of your thoughts, all of your feelings, the progress, the stumbling, the picking yourself up, the beginning again. Press down through your hips. Bring your palms together and interlace your fingers. Press your palms up over your head. Reach to your right. Come back to center. Reach to your left. Come back to center. Return to center. Palms together. Thumbs touch in on your chest bone. And we'll end with one Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for taking the time for yourself, from carving out time in your day to sit and look after you and to go about your day with clarity. Well, that's my hope anyways. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining Soulfire Power Yoga. Come back anytime. We have meditations online and we would love to have you join us.